Hello everyone, welcome to LeetCode walkthrough series. Today we're going to solve maximum points you can obtain from cards problem. The problem says there are several cards arranged in a row and each card has an associated number of points. The points are given in the integer array card points. In one step you can take one card from the beginning or from the end of the row. You have to take exactly k cards. Your score is the sum of the points of the cards you have taken. So given the integer array card points, the input array, and the integer k, return the maximum score you can obtain. So the question is slightly confusing. Let me explain you. What they're saying is they're given an input array called card points. Let's take this as example, and the k value here. What we have to do is we need to take a size of k elements and return the maximum sum which we get from those k elements. And there is one more condition. We only have to take this k elements on the edges, not from the middle. So what I mean to say is, let me show you the same example in the whiteboard here. So if we have that same array, we need to take the k elements such that they occur at the edges only. So we have one possibility here and 3 at the end, and 1 from the start and 2 from the end, or 2 from the start and 1 from the end. So these are 4 possibilities if the k value is 3. So let me write that down here. So we can either take 3 values okay, let me start with 0 values from start and 3 values from ending, or we can take 1 value from start, 2 values from end, or 2 values from start and 0 values from end. 1 value from end. Okay, if we take 3 values from start and 0 values from end. Okay, these are the 4 possibilities for k equal to 0. So let me bring this down. If k equals to 3, not 0. Okay, let me show you how can we do this. For first case, for 0 values from start and 3 values from end, what you can think of, here we are considering last 3 elements, last 3 from the end, and 0 values from the start. If you can visualize, the elements that we are not considering are this section at the start, these 4 elements. Okay, and look at the next case, 1 value from the start and 2 values from the end. So 1 value from the start, if we consider this one value, and 2 values from the end. And the next case says 2 values from the start and 1 value from the end. I'm sorry, I'll mark it as the same way, 1 value at the end. And finally we will have 3 values from the start and 0 values from the end. Zero, there's nothing here. Okay, so if you observe, let me go back to the first case where we have 3 elements at the start and so the elements which are not in consideration are already in a window, right? These 4. So when you go from the first case to the second case, here 2 values at the end and 1 value at the start. So let me write that down separately for you. better understanding, for this case 3 here and 0 there, and let me copy this. I'm sorry, copy this and paste it again here. So this case matches this one, okay, and the second case matches this one, okay. The second case that says 1 value here and 2 values from the end, okay, and third case matches this one. Let me write that down, copy that array again, 1 from the end and 2 from the 2 from the start and 1 from the end. And finally let's write this final case, 3 from the start and 1 from the, 0 from the end. So if you observe, if we pick a window here, the non-picked elements window, it is sliding at each step, right? And finally here, so at first position it will be at the start, and it goes inwards and again forwards and again forwards, and at the last we'll have at the last position. So if we take the non-elements part as the sliding window, we can say that the total sum of the array, which we take it by using the sum of the input array. Well, let's call it card points. Okay, this is the card points array. We can return the maximum value by subtracting the minimum window size value. So if we take these four as into consideration for sliding window and minimize the window size and subtract from the total, we can get the maximum score value, so that these three summation will be automatically the maximum if we take the minimum window size of these non-picked elements. Okay, that is the core idea. So let's see how the problem looks, how the algorithm looks like. So what we do is we'll take 2 pointers first in the same array and start from the both from pointers at the start index. Now, and let me initialize the total sum value is equal to sum of card points. This is the total sum of the array, the number of elements of the array. And one edge case I missed. So the edge case looks like, if the size of card pointers array equals to k, then return the total value. Okay, let me define above this edge case, that will be easier to understand. So the total we have, if the size equals to the k value, then we will return the total as it is, total value. Now, so the end pointer, the algorithm runs like this. Let me take the min window size as the highest current highest value, float of minus infinity, and the total value as we have defined above here. I need to write that again. So inside the for loop, we will take one more variable as running sum, initialize to 0, so that we calculate the sum of the window size. So to be specific, run window sum. We call this one run window sum. Okay. Now inside the for loop, we add the running sum for every end pointer value. We add this value at first, okay, and we when we hit this condition, if end pointer minus start pointer plus 1 equals to let's say the window the size of the array len of card points minus k. Why we are taking this is, let's see, go back to whiteboard. The size of the array is len of nums, len of card points. Okay, so the total size is this one. If we subtract the k number of elements, so k is 3 and len of card points is 7. First, so if we take the len of card points minus k, for your simplification let's call it len of card points as n first, and then we take n minus k. So let me yeah. So if we take this value, when it becomes this n minus k value, means when the pointer e as at the 4th index, for example, we know that we are considering the starting non-picked elements window size. So n minus k ensures the 7 minus 4 value. This ensures the non-picked values window size 7 minus 3, which is 4. So when we reach this point, we are checking this condition where we are updating the min window size value. We got the window of the non-picked elements. Okay, so we'll update the window size value equals to minimum of running window sum first, minimum window size. Let me write that first down. We can write anything at first, either this one comes first argument or this one comes first argument, anything is fine. We will take the window size, minimum window size. Okay, and then we subtract this value, the starting pointer value, from the running window sum value for the next iteration. Okay, card points of start, so that this pointer moves to the second element. Now when we do this, we increment the start pointer, we move it ahead. In the end, we get the minimum window size, and if we subtract that window size from the total, we get the maximum score value. Okay, this is the solution, it's the algorithm. Let me write the code for this. Okay, let's initialize, let's write the edge case first. For that, total equals to sum of card points, and then if len of card points, and also for simplification I will write like this, n equals len of points. Okay, if n equals to k, then return total. Now let me initialize min window size. The size equals to float of the maximum value, then running window sum equals to 0, and the start pointers, let's start with 0, first index, and inside the for loop we will run till the range n. N is the len of card points value. Okay, so here we add the running window sum of the value, the end pointer value, card points of start end, sorry, when the condition n minus start plus 1 equals to n minus k. If this condition holds true, then we are taking the min window size, we are updating the min window size. For the minimum of min window size, comma, running window sum. So this is the updation value, and then we subtract the running window sum value, running window sum with the start point value, card points of start, and we increment the start point. Okay, now finally we will have the minimum window size, and we know that the return, if we return total minus min window size, that's where we get the maximum value. So let's run this and check the solution. Okay, the solution has been accepted. Let me submit it. Okay, the solution is successful. Now let's discuss about the time complexity and space complexity. Here we are taking initially the sum of all pointers, which is order of n, the first pass, and inside the loop we are sliding 2 pointers. So the end pointer runs a number of times in the array by taking the sum of each of those elements for calculating the running window sum value. So the time complexity is order of n. Since we are not taking any extra space unless the variable sizes, which are order of 1, so the space complexity is order of 1. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you for watching.